I am sorry to have to tell you this, but I have some unfortunate news for you, Derek. Jody passed away in the delivery room this morning, and I'm sad to say that your baby didn't make it either.
What? Who are you? What is this? Some kind of prank?
Hi, Derek. It's Sarah, Jody's mom. I changed my phone number recently, so that's why you don't recognize this number. I'm sorry I didn't give my number to you earlier. And I'm really, truly sorry for your losses.
Sarah? Wait, so what are you talking about? What happened to Jody and our baby?
As I explained, they've gone now. It's best if you try to forget about them and me and move on with your life.
What the hell?
I hope that you can find happiness in the future. I'm really praying for you. And again, I'm really sorry that I had to bring you this bad news. I know you're on your business trip.
Hold on a minute here. I still can't believe any of what you said. This is just a joke, right?
Derek, no. It's not a joke. I would never joke or lie about something as serious as this. Both Jody and her baby have left this world. They've gone to heaven. You have to understand.
No, I'm not going to believe that. Jody and the baby were totally fine and healthy when I left for my business trip, Sarah. And you said that she passed away while she was giving birth, right? It's still meant to be months before her due date. So this doesn't make sense.
I know it might be hard for you to believe, but sadly this is true and we all have to face the reality.
What? No. Sarah, no! Jody isn't meant to give birth yet. This makes no sense. I even told the doctors to call me if something was wrong with her. And I haven't received any calls from them at all.
Well, that's because she ended up giving birth at another hospital. This was an emergency, Derek. Please, you have to understand.
What's the name of the hospital that she went to, then? I'll call them up and find out what's happening.
Well, it was called St. Panda Hospital. I can't remember. My brain isn't working at all, as you can imagine.
That sounds like a crazy name for a hospital. I've never heard of it before. Are you sure that's the name?
We had to take her somewhere where she could get special treatment. It's a very large and reputable hospital. I forget the name, okay? She was taken all the way there by a helicopter. It must have been such a terrifying experience for her. Oh, gosh.
So you don't know the name of the hospital? Can you give me a clue at least? And could you please tell me what exactly happened? What went wrong when she was giving birth?
Giving birth is a very long and painful and sometimes life-threatening experience, Derek.
Yes, I'm aware and I totally understand that.
There are many things that can go wrong during childbirth.
Sure. Sarah, listen. I just refuse to believe that both of them are gone. That's not possible.
They both tried their very best but didn't make it. Derek, this is difficult for me too, okay? I really don't want to go into any more detail. I don't want to talk about it.
I understand that this must have been and still is difficult for you. It is for me too. I just think that I deserve to know what happened. I'm her husband. And the father of our baby. Just tell me what happened to them. Please.
I don't think I'm strong enough to talk about it. I still haven't stopped crying since it happened. Please leave me alone, Derek.
OMG, I'm so sorry, Sarah. She's your daughter and our baby is your grandchild. I should have known better. I shouldn't have shouted at you like that. Listen, I'm gonna end my business trip early and head back home ASAP, okay?
Oh, wait, Derek. There's no need for you to do that. You should stay there and focus on your job. You need to distract yourself.
I don't think that I can really do that in this situation.
This is in Jody's will as well, actually. You really should stay there and focus on your business trip.
What do you mean?
She just wants you to always prioritize your work. You know what she's like. She's a strong woman and she can take care of herself always. So you just focus on your job, okay? That'll make her happy up there.
What the hell? Are you telling me that that's what she wanted?
Yes. So please, let's respect her wishes.
OMG, Jody. She should have told me if she wasn't okay. Why didn't she call me? I wouldn't have gone on this stupid business trip.
I think the best thing you can do for her now is focus on yourself and find her happiness and forget the past. She'll be watching over you from above, I'm sure. Just move on with your life. It'll be better that way.
I can't just move on with my life just like that, Sarah. She and the baby were my everything. We were both looking forward to the day that we get to meet our baby. I still can't believe that this is really happening. I need to come back home to see if this is true for myself.
No! Don't do that! Derek, listen. She wouldn't have wanted this. You shouldn't even think about coming back until you're done with whatever business you have going on there. You have to finish what you started, right?
How can I? This isn't right, Sarah. If this is all true, I need to say goodbye to her properly.
Okay, fine. I'll send you a photo of her so that you can say your final words to her. How about that?
What? I don't want to see a photo. I want to see her in person. What are you talking about? I want to see her with my own eyes.
So are you saying that I'm lying to you?
No, but you've got to understand that this is really hard to believe, Sarah.
Look, we're planning on holding her funeral and saying our goodbyes to her before you get back home. This is so that you can focus on your work, okay?
Wait, hold on a minute. You guys are planning on holding her funeral without me? I'm her husband. Surely you guys should wait for me to get back before having her funeral.
We wanted to wait for you, but it's not possible. All the flights back home are canceled because of the hurricane, right? It would be too late by the time you get back. I'm so sorry, Derek.
Please don't have her funeral without me. I need to see her one last time to say my goodbyes.
I'm very sorry, but this can't happen. It's fixed. You're just gonna have to forget about her like I told you to earlier. Just start thinking about the new chapter of your life without her. Derek, I hope that you find success and happiness in your life.
We can't just end the conversation like this. I'm still struggling to process everything that you just told me. Just wait for me, okay? I'll be back home ASAP. I'm gonna tell my company that it's an emergency and have to cut the trip short. Please, I'm begging you. Sarah, why aren't you replying to me? Hey there. I'm Derek and I'm 36 and that was my mother-in-law, Sarah. And I don't believe this, but it looks like I just lost my wife and baby. I'm currently away on a business trip abroad, and during my trip, I suddenly received a message that my wife, Jody, and our unborn child passed away. I was, and still am, devastated. I broke down into tears, and it was the worst feeling I had ever felt in my life. I had been married to her for 5 years, and she had just recently become pregnant with our baby. I just couldn't imagine my life without them. I so badly wished that this was all a lie and just a bad dream, and that Jody and our baby were still alive. I was still living my nightmare when I received another text message from Sarah.
We just got finished with her funeral. Don't worry, Derek. She is resting in peace now. I'm going to need to ask you to pay the funeral fees and for the hospital if that's all right with you. It's $30,000 for the funeral and $50,000 for the medical bills.
What? So the funeral is over already? That was quick.
Yes, it's over already. We wanted to let her rest in peace as quickly as possible.
So you really went ahead with it? I thought I told you to wait for me.
They were only available this morning. We had no other choice, Derek. There was absolutely nothing that we could do about it.
I didn't get to say my final goodbyes to her. When I left for my business trip, I never even imagined that would be the last time I got to see her. We had so much planned for our future together. There's no way I can just forget about her and move on.
I know it must be difficult for you. It's just as difficult for me as well. I lost my beloved daughter. I'm just as upset as you. And that's why I need you to pay for the funeral and hospital fees. Once the fees are paid, you should forget about her and move on with your life.
You seem to be really insistent on me to move on in life. I can't do that. What are the medical fees that you're asking me to pay for as well? Why is it so high?
Yes, that is exactly it, and I don't know, do I?
What kind of treatment did she receive?
Her body became really fragile and weak as soon as she delivered her baby at the ICU. She was struggling to breathe, so the doctors had to give her an emergency surgery. Her baby was also just out of breath, apparently. Lack of oxygen in her lungs or something. Unfortunately, neither of them could make it.
I see. Thank you for explaining it to me. I know that it must have been difficult for you to watch her struggle. Could you also tell me where you guys had the funeral at?
It was somewhere near our house.
What was the name of the funeral company?
It was a place called Jim's Funeral.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. I'll contact them directly and decide on how to pay them the $30,000. You can leave the rest to me.
Actually, there's no need for you to contact them directly. You can send the money into Jodi's bank account and I'll handle the rest. I can withdraw the money from her bank and go pay the funeral fees myself.
Why do you need to do that? It seems like extra effort for nothing.
It's because I know someone from the funeral company. I want to get them a gift and thank them for holding the funeral in such short notice. So I'll pay them when I bring the gift with me.
It's really okay. It's a lot of money, so I prefer to just transfer the money to them directly. I'm sure you can bring them a gift at a later date.
No, it's really okay. Just send the money to her bank account. I'm sure that you're very busy with your business trip.
Okay, I guess I'll do as you say then. Would it be okay if I went to visit her grave? I still haven't managed to say my goodbyes to her. I'll bring her a bouquet of her favorite flowers. I'll send the money once I've seen her grave.
You cannot do that! Don't even go near her grave!
Why is that?
It's what she told me before she passed away. She told me to make sure that you wouldn't visit her grave.
That's strange and not something that she would say. I thought she passed away while giving birth. Did she know that she wasn't going to make it or something?
Well, yeah, that must be why. Giving birth is very difficult, and she probably had a sudden intuition.
I really don't think she would have said something like that while trying to give birth.
Oh, I also just remembered something else that she told me before she passed away. She wanted you to pay her back all the money that you owed. I think she said that you owe her around $10,000, right?
Are you really sure about that? I've never borrowed any money from her, Sarah. She was a housewife. I was the only one earning an income, so it wouldn't make sense for me to borrow any money from her.
Your memory is probably a little hazy because you just lost your wife and baby. Just pay back the money that you owe her. That's what Jodi would have wanted you to do.
I'm very sorry, but I don't think I'm going to be able to prepare such a large amount of money at the moment.
You're just going to have to prepare the money in one way or another, Derek. Please, do this for her. There's also one more thing that I need you to do. I need you to get a divorce.
A divorce? That doesn't make any sense. If she's dead, then that makes me a widower. Why do I need a divorce?
I found a set of divorce papers inside her bag. She had already signed it.
I really don't think that she would have wanted to get a divorce from me. We were happily married.
Well, that's not how she felt about you, then. I think that if she were alive, she would have wanted to get a divorce. I'll make sure to hand it in once you've signed the papers.
Please hold on a minute. I have no intention of getting a divorce from her at all. I'm not going to be signing any divorce papers.
Well, that's going against her will. And I'm going to need you to make all the payments either way. You better be quick about it. I'm gonna get going now. Goodbye.
Wait, what? The conversation isn't over yet. You can't just leave.
What's going on? I still haven't received the payments from you. How much longer are you gonna take?
I told you that I wouldn't be making any payments until I visited her grave.
I thought that I told you that wouldn't be possible. Do you not listen? Maybe your brain really did get damaged from the shock. All I'm telling you to do is to hurry up and send me the money.
Why are you in such a huge rush about this?
It's just the normal thing to do. You should pay all your bills on time.
All I'm asking to do is to visit her grave with some flowers.
You really are a persistent brat, aren't you? Just hurry up and pay up. I've already handed the divorce papers in. I'm no longer your mother-in-law. We're complete strangers to each other now. Hurry up and pay me the money so that we can go our separate ways.
I didn't even sign the divorce papers. There's no way they would have been accepted. Stop with all these lies, Sarah. Actually, let me rephrase that. Stop with all these lies, Jody.
What? I'm Sarah. I'm Jody's mother.
You can stop with all this dumb acting now. I already know that I'm talking to you, Jody.
Jody's no longer around in this world. I know that it might be difficult for you to accept it, but she's dead. I'm very hurt by this, Derek. I demand an apology from you. Now!
It's so obvious that it's you, Jody. Your tone and language doesn't sound like your mom at all. She was always more polite and respectful when talking to me.
Oh, wait, no. You're wrong about this. I was just very shocked and confused about her passing away. That's why I was talking to you differently to usual.
I thought your mom and dad were on a world cruise together now. It was their lifelong dream, right?
Wait, how do you know about that?
I went to visit your parents' house and no one was home. Their neighbors told me that they had gone on a cruise trip. That's how I found out about all this.
Wait, so you're already back home then? I thought you were still in Canada for your business trip.
Yeah, I'm back already. My boss told me to go back home as soon as he heard about what had happened. He told me to prioritize my family matters right away. That's why I managed to get back last night.
How though? I thought all the flights back were canceled because of the weather.
The weather wasn't as bad as forecasted. A few of the flights managed to take off. I was lucky enough to be able to board one of them.
You should have told me if that were the case.
Enough about that now. I think we have more important matters to discuss. The dark-skinned baby boy looked really healthy.
Wait, what?
I was so surprised to see you with the baby. I wonder who the father is. The baby definitely looks nothing like me in terms of skin tone. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, that must be because I come from a mixed-race family and I just didn't tell you about it. I think my grandfather is of African descent or something. That must be why our baby is dark-skinned. It can happen sometimes. Science is strange, isn't it? I have no idea how it happened.
Also, when did you guys come back to life? I didn't know that was possible either. I thought your funeral was held. So if you're alive, I guess this is some kind of a huge miracle.
Well, that's not exactly what happened.
You lied to me the entire time, Jody. I thought it was strange that your mom told me to get a divorce. It's not even possible to get a divorce from someone that's passed away.
Oh, I had no idea about that.
It's a different set of paperwork, and it's not called getting a divorce. You really should have researched it more in detail.
How do you know about all this stuff, then?
My elder sister who knows about this kind of stuff told me all about it.
Your sister? Damn.
She works as an assistant to a lawyer who specializes in divorces and family death, etc. So I asked her, She's pretty good at doing detective work, too. So I also found out that you were cheating on me along with faking your own death.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just as confused as you are.
Drop the act now, Jody. It's just painful to watch. I know that you and your new boyfriend came up with a plan to steal money from me. You guys faked your death and tried to charge me the medical and funeral fees.
What? My new boyfriend? You're kidding, right? I'm married to you already. I would never have a new boyfriend. This was all just a huge prank to surprise you. I gotcha. See? You completely fell for it. Now let's forget all this ever happened and get on with our lives. Right?
Like I'm gonna believe that. I already know what's happening. You've been cheating on me with that African-American guy. The baby that you gave birth to is not my baby. It's his.
That's not true at all. This is a huge misunderstanding. I told you that my grandfather was of African descent. I never cheated on you. I love you and I'm happy to be married to you.
So you're still gonna try to cover up the truth? Okay, let's see. His name is Alex and he's 26 years old, right? He was born in South Africa but moved here when he was younger. You went after a really young guy, huh?
OMG, how did you know about all of that?
Do you not listen at all? I told you that my sister is good at detective work. I paid her to do some research on you. I know that you've been acting shady for a while now, too. My sister is very capable, so she managed to research everything for me in a single day. You need to hurry up and admit to what you've done.
I don't want to do that. You wouldn't let me get away with this for free.
You're right about that. What you did is a crime. You need to take responsibility for what you've done. I'm going to sue you for all the emotional damage you caused me, and for trying to scam me.
You can't sue me. I don't have any money that I can pay you. I'm totally broke.
So you're broke, but you still go on vacations?
There's no way you know about that.
Our neighbors saw you get into a taxi with your new lover boy the day after I left for my business trip. They told me that you were both carrying a large suitcase.
We left early in the morning so that nobody would see us.
It's a shame that one of our neighbors loves to get up early. She gets up really early in the mornings to go on a morning walk every day. That's when she saw you guys. Your water broke while you guys were on vacation, right?
Well, kind of.
Once the baby was born, you realized that I wasn't the father. That's why you pretended that both you and the baby had passed away. You thought that you could also trick me into paying you $80,000 and get a divorce while you were at it. What an elaborate plan.
How did you manage to figure all of this out?
I actually figured most of this out myself. We've been together for a long time now. I know how you think.
Okay, I'll admit it. You're right about my entire plan. I'm really, really sorry that I did this to you. I had no idea what to do.
You stupid, cheating slut!
What?
You lying, cheating piece of trash! I'm never going to forgive you for this. You put this all on yourself.
But Derek, I am so sorry.
Shut up. I've had enough of your excuses. I am not going to forgive you, so just give up. You cheated on me and you tried to trick me into paying for a fake funeral and for fake medical bills.
There's a reason why I tried to do that. I'm a housewife and I don't have my own source of income, right? I wanted to get as much money as possible before you found out that I was alive and with a baby who didn't belong to you.
So that's why you tried to steal $80,000 from me? You're crazy! You're a fraud!
I thought it would be okay because you're my husband. I also thought you would be too upset about me passing away to care about the money.
I completely broke down crying when I first heard the news. I completely regret crying over a woman like you. I'm suing you for emotional damage and for trying to scam me. You better be prepared.
Wait, hold on. None of this is my fault. It was Alex that came up with the plan. I had nothing to do with it. Please, would you forgive me?
Like I'm gonna believe that. I'm never going to trust anything that comes out of your rotten mouth. You're just gonna have to pay the consequences for your actions.
I told you I'm a housewife! I have no money. You know that. Please just give me one more chance. I was looking forward to raising the baby with you. He might not be your child, but we can raise him together.
I am definitely not going to be doing that.
OMG!
What?
Alex just gathered up all of his belongings and left! He didn't even say a single word to me!
And?
Well, I think he left me. OMG!
It doesn't sound like he's gonna be coming back to you then. You're gonna be all alone now.
You still love me, right? You cried when you heard about me passing away. Let's get back together and sort through this mess together. I promise that I won't break your trust anymore.
Why should I do that? What's broken can't be fixed again. I can never trust you again after what happened. We're done, Jody.
No, please, wait!
And I'm glad we're getting divorced. I'm so over this marriage. I really didn't want to do this, but you gave me no choice.
Please give me another chance, Derek.
No. Move on with your life and I'll do the same. Just like you told me to, right?
Wait, no. Please don't do this to me. I really can't make a living by myself. Please just give me another chance.
How many chances do I have to give you? You've already wasted all of them. It's over. I'm going to be hiring a lawyer to sue you, so expect him to get in contact with you sometime next week.
I don't have any savings or income. You know that. I can't pay you even if you sue me. I can't even hire a lawyer.
Well, it looks like it's going to be an easy win for me then. Bye, Jody.
Don't leave me by myself. I need you in my life.
I was bombarded with a storm of messages from Jody over the next couple of days. I ended up blocking and deleting her number as it was getting too annoying. I left the rest to my lawyer as I no longer wanted to talk to her directly. I received some text messages from Sarah apologizing to me about what her daughter had done to me. She told me that she would no longer be supporting Jody even if she asked for financial support. I ended up suing Jody and got a settlement fee of $30,000 for the damage that she caused. I heard that she is currently working multiple part-time jobs to make a living, and to pay me back for the money that she owes me. She also has a baby that she has to raise by herself, as Alex really did just abandon her that day. It looks like she has a very rough future ahead of her, and it serves her right for faking her own death to her husband. I'm moving on.
Just my luck that on our vacation to Africa, you ended up running a high fever. What the hell were you thinking?
I'm sorry.
It's malaria that you have, right? Catching that bad of a virus at a time like this, why would you do that?
The pills I have to take are only $5, so I think you're overreacting to this. I only have to be at the hospital for a few days, yet you went ahead and canceled all of our excursions.
But like I said, you're not going to get better in time to make this trip worthwhile. It seems that your bad luck just happened to affect both of us this time.
I made sure to wear a long-sleeve shirt and pants as well as to use bug spray, so there really wasn't anything else I could do. I'm sorry that I got this sick.
How you feeling right now?
Well, my fever will go up and down from time to time, but right now I'm not feeling too bad.
How much longer is this gonna take?
I don't really know. I think a few days is all. Not many people here speak English, and you're never here to help me talk with anyone. I feel super panicked at times.
Well, you're the one that said that they wanted to come to Africa. I didn't really want to go with you on vacation in the first place.
Don't say something like that, especially when I'm this sick. And anyways, I had originally planned to come here alone, but you asked me if you could come along, right?
Well, when I looked up where you'd be going online, it all looked really amazing and fun, so But now that you're sick, there's nothing fun for me to do. Just a bunch of free time and all this hot air. I think I'll just go back to the US.
Are you serious? Don't say that! You're scaring me! You just leave me here?
Well, you'd already wanted to come here alone anyway. And me being here during your time in the hospital leaves me with nothing to do.
But having you stay here with me brings me a little happiness.
Just go to sleep and you'll be fine. Once you've gotten better, you can come back home to me by yourself.
Why are you acting so distant from me all of a sudden?
Because I have things to do, and we had originally planned to go home tonight, so that's what I'm doing.
What do you have to do in America that's more important than your wife?
I'd like to say that it has nothing to do with you, but I guess it's better that I tell you.
What?
I have another girl that I'm going after.
Huh?
I plan to get divorced from you. I was planning to talk with you about all of this when we got back, but that's just too much of a bother now. So I thought I'd just tell you right now.
What are you saying?
I've been trying to get you to notice that I'm not interested in you for a while now.
Since when?
For about 1.5 years now, I think.
That long? You jerk.
And now that you've caught malaria, I feel sick being around you. If you don't get to go away properly, I might end up catching it from you. So that's why I want to get away from you as soon as possible.
You wouldn't end up getting malaria from me, you idiot.
Well, it doesn't matter now.
Do you really want to do this? Divorcing me just because I became sick and you've lost interest in me?
Well, that seems to be on the mark, huh? I thought I'd at least be kind and come on this huge trip with you to Africa, but of course it turned out to be just as boring and awful as you.
This is painful.
Pretty good timing, right?
I was wanting to tell you this for a little while now, but I really wanted to start working on having kids when we got back to the States.
That is not happening. All of your kids would turn out just as boring and unattractive as you. And I don't have the energy to love you or those ugly kids.
You'd say all that to me while I'm laying in a hospital bed with a deadly sickness?
You're not even my wife anymore, so what does that matter to me?
You're really going to leave me here all by myself?
Yep. You can fight that sickness all by yourself.
I never thought of you as this disgusting of a person.
I think that's because before I used to like you, but you changed me. This is all your fault. See ya.
My name is Megan. I'm 33 years old and a housewife. But it seems that that title will soon go away. I went on a vacation with my husband to Africa, where I ended up catching malaria. But worse than that, my husband threw me away by saying he didn't love me anymore. This turned out to be worse than any nightmare. Brett was always too soft and kind to me. Every once in a while being a little bit selfish, but I'd always look past that to see the true person he was. But what he showed me of himself in Africa wasn't the Brett I ever knew about. I always loved the life I had with him after our wedding, and I'd dream about how he would always say that my cooking was just the best while I was in a fog recovering. Dream about him going to the store with me where we'd hold each other's hand and laugh at stupid jokes. Those days were just the best, and I wish I could go back to those days 4 years ago.
Have you gotten back to America yet? I want you to fill out your half of the divorce paper so we can get this over with already.
I came back once I had gotten over the malaria, but there was still something off with my body. I'm back in the hospital right now.
What, again?
Yeah. Sorry for not getting to the papers yet.
Having to go back to the hospital with another bad sickness must suck, huh?
If you mail the papers to me, I'll get right on them.
Oh, will do. Finally, I'll be able to get with the girl of my dreams.
You don't need to let me know about that.
Well, it's your fault for catching malaria in the first place. So me having to tell you that I've been with another girl is on you. Therefore, don't try to get any settlements from me or play any games.
Understood.
Her face is just so clear and youthful, and her body has curves in all the right places. She's also fit and healthy. She's like the sun in the sky, while you're like a worm in the dirt.
She's really that great of a person, huh?
I want to hurry up and get married to her, so don't try anything with me.
I get it. When the papers get here, I'll make sure to fill them out as quick as possible.
And make sure you don't use any of my money to pay for the hospital bills. Pay for the cost yourself.
That's what I was planning to do.
By the way, the girl of my dreams is already moving into this house.
I'll come back after I'm out of here to get my things, so make sure she doesn't touch any of my stuff.
Well, if you didn't want that happening, then you should have hurried back here after getting back to America. We've already had to move your things into the garage anyways. She kept complaining that they were in the way, so we boxed everything up and threw them out there.
Sorry. I didn't know I'd have to go back to the hospital immediately after landing here.
I'll just tell your parents that we'll send the stuff to their place.
Will you really do that?
I might have to, considering that you're always getting in the way of things.
That's so true. I was never able to do anything well enough for you.
That's damn right. By the way, you're going to be paying for the divorce processing.
I have to pay?
Yep. I know about how you've never touched the savings you've had ever since you were single. So I'll be using that.
You looked into my personal bank account?
I looked it up. You left your password for it in the top drawer of your desk.
Don't you dare touch any of that money!
$150,000. You really did a great job at saving. Well, for all the years that I've had to be with you and support you, I'm going to be taking this money. In other words, this will all be mine to begin with.
Please stop that!
I'll get to withdrawing all of it and then start buying whatever I want. I'll even say that this money was a gift from you for my soon-to-be coming wedding.
Stop that!
I guess you really were pretty helpful in the end, huh? Oh, I'm so excited. Megan, do you know what happened to my Rolex watch? Do you think it might be stuck with some of your things that we packed up? I've been looking all over for it.
This is Brett, right?
You should already know that. What is wrong with you?
This is Megan's mom. We haven't talked to each other in quite a long time, huh?
Huh? Why are you using her phone?
Why do you think?
I'm not really sure, but we plan to get divorced soon. I'm really sorry for not talking to you about this all sooner.
Right. It really has been a long time since we last talked.
I was gonna call you to have a talk about it, but I've just been so busy.
And? What does that matter now?
Well, I had some things that I needed from Megan.
Well, Megan is no longer around.
Huh?
I tried so many times to get in touch with you, but you never answered me.
Seriously? I knew that she was in the hospital and such, but...
And her condition was really bad for the longest time. I'm not sure what the cause was for her sickness, but she had fought on and off against a really bad fever.
That's... what Megan is...
When she would be in a dazed state, she'd still call out your name. I don't know the slightest reason why she'd say your name of all people, though.
Megan's... gone? Ah! About her, a large amount of life insurance must have come out of this, right? What the heck? You should have told me about this sooner. You didn't have to be distant with me. Don't tell me that she didn't have life insurance. I know she did because I was the one that took it out on her a while back. There should be around $800,000 from her.
What the heck are you talking about?
You should have the paperwork for the life insurance, right? I doubt that you would have any use for it, right? So don't hide it from me and hand it over.
I have no idea what you mean. Tell me what's going on!
Jeez. You don't have any use for that kind of money at your old age. It's not like you'll be able to bring it with you to heaven.
Brett, why would you say something like that to me?
Oh, just shut up and listen to me.
Megan's alive!
What?
Don't act like she's dead!
But you just...
You never listened to the rest of what I wanted to tell you.
Oh, damn it. And I thought I was about to get $800,000.
What kind of man are you?
Well, it doesn't matter. I still have the $150,000 that Megan gave me in her bank account.
Because of that, she decided to move all of that money out of that account.
What?
Don't act like she is so clueless. After you said you'd take it, she called her bank and had them freeze the account. Then she asked if they could move it to a safer account for her.
So then, this account she had is empty now?
There is still the chance that some money might be in there, but I'd advise against trying to get it. She laughed a lot when she realized you hadn't taken her money yet.
This isn't a joke. You both fooled me.
It's your fault for thinking you had the right to use other people's money. No matter how I look at you, all I see is an idiot.
Oh, shut up, Grams.
You really have no manners. You guys splitting up was the right choice.
Where is Megan? Get her on the phone right now.
I told you that she isn't here.
And why would she just leave her phone with you?
She had to leave in a hurry, so she must have forgotten to take it with her.
And where the hell did she go to?
Back to Africa.
Huh?
She went there before for sightseeing, but that turned into an awful experience quickly. So she said she wanted to go back, but this time as a volunteer. So she already left the States.
A volunteer? She became a volunteer?
That's right. And she'd need a lot of money for that. So she made sure that you couldn't lay a finger on her money.
My money? It's all been taken to Africa?
It wasn't your money in the first place.
I'll never forgive her.
Also, she plans to turn in the divorce papers after a few more months.
Right? I was starting to think that she'd never do it. She's just trying to make things more difficult.
No, that's not it. She's just taking her time talking to her lawyers and collecting evidence. Your treatment of her, your affair, and the money you spent on your mistress. It's all about the paperwork, and she is being diligent. She has photos and receipts and everything. Emotional abuse, financial abuse. She's all set to sue you already.
Huh? Abuse? I didn't do anything.
You really thought she was going to go quietly after the way you treated her. You obviously don't know women very well. The loving, kind ones, when they're scorned, they're vicious. She's pretty much a different woman now. She knows everything you did, and she will make you pay like you have no idea.
But she was in the hospital, right?
She asked her friend Jake to get the pictures for her. He's always wanted to be a PI, so he went all out. She never thought he would get this much evidence, though. Even the lawyers were impressed.
That dog, she told me she wouldn't make any settlements.
I looked at all her messages to you. She never said she wouldn't. She let me look through her old messages after she left her phone here.
Those are private.
It looks like you treated her like a princess the last time she was in Africa with you, huh?
But you don't even know the reason why it said things like that to her.
I can see right here the reasons why you hurt her. And my daughter's pain is also my pain. So neither of us are going to forgive you for what you said and did to her.
I'm not going to pay for anything.
Megan must have told you where she'd be putting all the money she saved.
Ugh!
She wanted to do her best in Africa. And even after she was hurt so badly by you and suffered multiple illnesses, she went back to volunteer to those in need that live in even worse conditions than any of us here. She even donated half of the money she had to making sure the people that she is helping don't starve. I'm so proud of her.
Frick!
Have you made arrangements to get married to your new girlfriend yet?
Yes.
I'm sure you made the plans thinking you'd have Megan's $150,000. But now that that's gone, what are you going to do?
That isn't gonna make any walls for me to climb.
Well, is your soon-to-be new wife okay with what you tried to do? I'm sure you told her about your plan, right? Of course you didn't. I've been around long enough to know what kind of horrible person you are. I'm sure once she learns of this, she'll toss you aside as well.
Wait, I'm asking her if she knows anything right now. Oh, she wants to break up.
Right?
Why is this happening to me? Well, I know for damn sure that this is all on Megan.
And what did she ever do? This was all because of you. Don't try and use my daughter's name as your punching bag, you jack-off.
Oh, shut the hell up.
You must have never thought getting her $150,000 in savings would be this terrible, huh?
Well, now all that money is gone.
And even if it was, what then?
I'd have her pay for ruining my marriage.
I can't follow your talk with it being this stupid. You're going to be the one paying her for ruining her life with you.
Why?
Because you not only cheated on her, you left her in Africa when she was deathly sick, and then you went ahead and tried to take her money even when she told you to not touch it. I also know that when you went to Africa with her, you used some of the money she had saved on flying back without her, in first-class seats. She never told you that she knew, because she knew she'd need to use that against you.
But that money that she had was mine.
Megan was the one that worked for that money, as well as the one that paid for your guy's house. Only the money that she makes after the marriage is for both of you to share.
Well, it doesn't matter what you say now because all of that money is gone.
Even though it's gone, we are going to use the bank statements to show you bought those plane tickets without her acknowledging that.
Why? It's all gone now.
I heard she's going to leave all of this legal work to her lawyer. Once he contacts you, then you can have a longer, more thought-out conversation with him. I'm going to stop texting now.
Hold on, Grams.
You have no right calling me Grams!
Help me. At least give me some money as a sorry feel.
Sucks, doesn't it? But doing this to you is the only way to teach you a lesson.
Please, wait. I already quit my job thinking that I'd get all that money. I won't have any money soon. Oh, please.
This is Megan. It looks like my mother handled things while I was gone. I am still in Africa, helping volunteer at the hospital that I had to be admitted to when I caught malaria last time. Helping care for starving or sick children, and seeing their shining faces when they start to feel better, and the looks of relief on their mothers' faces, brings loads of joy to me. I left all of the legal work to both my mom and a lawyer, and they said that Brett found a new job, but that the money he made there was put towards paying me for the pain he caused. And since he still needs to make money for himself, he found a part-time job to do at night. Oh, I'm so happy that I was able to finish the divorce and get away from the idea of him. I'm sure that if I had stayed with him, I'd only be treated worse than I was treated by the fevers that I had. For the time being, I'm going to stay here in Africa, volunteering to make a change in the lives of those in need. And every once in a while, I'll go back to America to see my mom and dad before returning here. I've run out of what you sent me. Send me more money, please. I already gave you more after you said you weren't getting enough last month. Yeah, but it was only $300 extra. That still isn't enough. Kathy, you should be at nearly $2,000 a month with your husband's pension and what we give you. Even still, I've run dry. It just doesn't seem to be enough. What did you spend it all on? Nothing in particular. I didn't spend it any differently this month. And despite that, I'm out. I don't know where it all went off to. Well, it certainly didn't grow legs and run off all by itself, did it? Were you cooking at home as you promised me? I don't take orders from you. I'll eat whatever I want, from whomever I please. Don't tell me you're still eating out. Are we really going to have the same conversation again this month? I haven't been going out to eat. Not with this back pain. I'm having one of those delivery apps bring me all my meals. I'd still count that as eating out. It certainly has the same monetary issues as eating out, if not worse. It's better than eating out. This way I can order whatever I want. There's just more variety. For example, today I got 2 steak sandwiches. I guess we really are going to rehash everything again. The reason I wanted you to prepare your own meals in the first place was to cut back on food expenses. Instead, you've gone and spent more. If you must insist on food being cooked in this kitchen, come and do it yourself. I have work during the day. I don't have the time to cook all of your meals for you. I can't go and get groceries with this back of mine. It's practically elder abuse to try and force me to go. Look, I didn't want to say anything, but there was something I noticed the last time we met. You've put on a little weight, haven't you, Kathy? Hey! There's no need to bring something like that up. I figured you had a little more sense than to go and accost people about their weight. Like I said, I didn't want to mention it, but I was worried when I saw that your clothes were fitting a little tight. The extra weight is just going to put more stress on your joints, and that will make your back worse. I'll be fine. Just bring me some cash. I will if you promise that you'll spend it carefully. And why do I have to? Cooking will just produce dishes to clean and bags of garbage to dispose of. Then I can't give you any money. There have to be some conditions here. Fine. I'll ask Tom to do it then. Stop it. Do not go to him as well. He's already bad enough with money as is. You two should have money to spare with both of you working. I don't see any reason why you have to be such misers about it. Things aren't going well at his company, though. They had to have bonuses, and it could even get to the point where they won't have any money to pay him. But you still have a good job, right? I'm sure you're making plenty. That's true. But what I make, he spends. Every month we cut it pretty close. And who is in charge of that? Last time I checked, it was the wife who was supposed to manage the household's finances. I've done the best I can at managing them, but there are limits to what I can do. It's not exactly easy with how much you two spend. And when I tried things like taking his credit card because he was spending too much on alcohol, he just stole the money out of my wallet and went off and bought a membership at a golf club. That sounds like it was your fault. You should keep a closer eye on your wallet. Well, when I hid my wallet, he went and had another credit card made. There's really nothing more I can do. Tom has it pretty hard with his job. I think it's stressing him out, the whole situation. So I hope you can be empathetic and understanding of the frustration it's causing. I know the situation at his company isn't ideal, but I'm working just as much as he is. I don't know why I'm the only one who has to make sacrifices. My life is really all work and no play, Kathy. Sacrifices? What exactly are you losing out on? I have hobbies too, you know. Things that I want to do. Right now, I'm trying to save some money to travel with. I already have a fund going for a trip to Hawaii. Oh, that sounds nice. I think I'll go as well. You won't be able to. At least not at this rate. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So if you really do want to go, you have to be more careful with your spending. That means less eating out and certainly less delivery. What happened to the money you had when you were single? It's gone. I've spent it all. Oh, that's pitiful. Not really. It's not like I went out and wasted it. Where did it go then? Debt? Student loans? It's a secret, but it wasn't anything like that. I presume you've wasted it then. You'll have to live with that choice. I'm more than fine with what happened to that money. This is not something you're going to make me feel bad about. Wasteful to the extent of not being able to do what you want. I guess you're not so frugal yourself. I'm sorry, but don't try and put me on the same level as you two. We are not the same. Save the sass. Hurry up and bring me that damn money! If it were my husband who went to give her money, he would give her way too much. So I went and did it myself. Her apartment was such a mess there wasn't even room to stand, much less a path to walk. So I cleaned it up while I was there. It took so long that by the time I got home, it had been dark outside for hours. My name is Mia. I'm 38. I'm a mid-level office worker at a big publicly traded company. I got married to Tom 5 years ago when I was 33. He hates children, so we don't have any. For the first 3 years of our marriage, I was like his personal maid. I attended to his every need. But gradually, his slovenly lifestyle became more and more pronounced. I could brush off him leaving the house a mess. The real problem was how careless he was with money. We fought countless times over his spending with me trying to talk some sense into him. It seems he picked up those habits from his mother. Kathy, my mother-in-law, is lazy and beyond saving. She's Tom, but worse in almost every regard. I hoped that if Tom experienced a nice vacation, it would convince him to change his spending habits. But things didn't work out quite like I had planned. Tom, why is the car gone? Where are you?
We're already at the airport. We're waiting at the terminal right now.
Who is we? And wait, what? You're just going to leave without me?
I wanted to thank you for setting up such a nice trip. Mother and I will be back soon.
What about me?
You'll be house-sitting, Mia. If we brought you along, the trip would be a drag with all of your nagging.
So you're going with your mother instead? I planned everything for that trip.
Yep, you did. A mother is thrilled to be going in your place.
That's my trip! I booked everything! You can't just jump in and take it from me!
I figure with all the trouble you cause me daily, Mia, that it's only fair for me to receive this trip as a present from you.
You've got it backward, Tom. You two are the ones always causing trouble for me!
Huh? You're the one who was hesitant to give Mother any money and even threatened to cut her off.
That's a lie! I didn't do that.
Mother said you did. Are you calling her a liar?
Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. But you can't just go and believe everything she tells you. Are you not going to listen to my side at all?
Considering your everyday behavior, no. I'm not exactly inclined to listen to you.
So despite everything I do for the two of you, you don't trust me at all? How is that fair at all?
Just because you do some chores around the house, it doesn't make you all high and mighty. I can't stand when you try and hold that over us.
We can fight about chores later. I'm talking about the trip. Don't bring irrelevant things into this.
Clueless, aren't you?
Clearly, you've got something to say, Tom. Spit it out.
Yeah, I got something to say, and honestly, it's been a long time coming, Mia. You're a clean freak, Mia, and dealing with you is so damn annoying.
I just want a reasonable level of cleanliness from you two. The real problem here is that you two are frickin' slobs. When you leave trash lying around, it attracts bugs and eventually it will start to stink up the place. So I always have to come in behind you and clean up your mess.
You're exaggerating. When has that ever happened?
It hasn't happened because I'm there to clean it up before it does.
That patronizing attitude of yours is really getting on my nerves.
Whatever problem you have with me or my attitude, it doesn't justify depriving me of this trip I worked so hard to plan.
You married me because you love me, right? If that's really the case, then you should be happy to give up your ticket to Mother.
I lived in the shadow of your spending for 5 years, tolerating everything and building the funds for this trip. And now you're going to ruin everything!
Tolerating? Huh. You don't have to be so dramatic about it. You were doing fine during that time.
Tom, just how much of your money do you think you spent going bar hopping and golfing on the weekends? And then my money would all go into supporting us. How is that fair?
It's because I'm the man, and my work is more demanding. A little imbalance is only natural.
It's not so easy at my job either. During crunch time, it's nearly midnight by the time I get home. But you were never there for me when I was going through that.
Don't try and dig up your old grievances before our trip. Are you really trying to ruin our fun? They're about to start boarding. We can talk about this when I get back.
Wait! I'm not done yet!
How about you clean the place real nice before I get back?
If you're just going to go off on my trip, then I'll have a thing or two waiting for you when you get back.
Keep your temper in check, Mia. When you're done with our place, go give Kathy's a nice clean too.
This is the perfect time. I'll sell the house. I'll make sure to sell all of your crap before I do.
Don't try and do things out of spite just because you're upset.
No, I've already decided.
That's my home just as well as it is yours. I won't let you sell it.
The rights to the house are with me. It's mine to do with as I please.
Don't think you have any special right just because it was your parents' fortune that was used to buy the house outright.
Their money only paid for half. The other half came out of my savings. And who was the one who had me hide that from your mother because it would make you look pathetic if she found out?
Because it would. The man is supposed to be the one bringing all the money to the marriage.
And I went along with that. I lied to her to protect your stupid pride. So I think that I have more than enough justification to do this.
I just hate it when you of all people are arrogant like this.
Just how self-centered are you? Nothing I said about the house was wrong.
How about this then, Mia? If you vacate the house, then it's back to cramped apartment living for us. Where's the upside in that?
You're not getting it. I'm saying we're getting a divorce.
Whoa! I wouldn't do that if I were you. This is not a path that'll end well for you.
How so, Tom? It sure as hell can't be much worse than now.
What do you mean, how so? Do you really want to go back to being single at your age? It'll be more than a slight inconvenience if you do that.
If that's the worst thing you can think of, then you're clearly not trying very hard to make me stay. There are only pluses in my mind. The best of which is that it frees me from this mama's boy and his blackmailing mother.
Yeah, but what about your income? That'll be a problem, don't you think?
Tom, I have a job. I'll be fine on that front.
You have a job, sure, but think about it. Even right now, we're just getting by with the two of us together. If you go down to just your income, things could get pretty rough. I bet that's what would happen.
That's because of you two.
Why are you blaming us?
Who wouldn't blame you two? Do you have any idea how much we send your mother every month?
If I remember correctly, it's, 500-ish, right?
Not even close. Try 1,000. And that's every month. Well, until this month, of course.
What? That's way more than what I thought we were sending her. You're sending her more than half of what I make every month?
I've told you this a number of times before. And every time you were the one who said to do it anyways because you felt bad for her.
I guess that sounds like me.
Do you see why our finances have been so tight between sending money to her and your spending? From now on, you can work together with her to try and get by.
Hold on. How much are we paying for the golf club membership?
$900 per month. You should try remembering how much you're paying for the crap you buy as well. Presumably, you need clubs to play golf with.
And balls and shoes and gloves, hats, clothes. Hold on, let me run the numbers real quick. Starting from $2,000 per month, minus $900. Then, if you add mother's pension to that, we should be fine even if I keep the membership.
We'll see about that. She's already blowing $2,000 every month on her own. I wonder how much will even be left for you.
Yeah, but when she sees that I'm struggling with money, I'm sure she'll help out and cut back some.
I doubt it. Speaking from experience, it's not going to be easy to get her to change. She's all but helpless now. She gets delivery every day, which has made her fat, and that in turn has made her back problems worse. Recently, she hasn't even been able to do the bare minimum when it comes to house chores. I have had to do pretty much everything.
She can fix all that. After all, it seems like she's feeling well enough to come with me to Hawaii.
Sure, maybe that can be fixed with a little extra effort, but I wouldn't count on elbow grease being enough to solve your money problems. It seems she's carrying some debt with her. I found some unopened mail that said as much when I was cleaning her apartment.
Jesus, she's been taking on debt on top of $2,000 a month.
And it wasn't just one either.
Did you get a good look at them? How much is the total amount?
I'd say it's about $20,000 or so, but I didn't properly add it all up. Suffice it to say, it's not an insignificant sum of money.
What the hell did she spend that kind of money on?
I never asked her, so I don't know. You'll have to find out from her directly. Obviously, the eating out was a huge chunk of it.
Damn. I can't ask her now. That'll make the whole trip awkward.
You're still set on going on that trip? Despite hearing all of this?
It's not like I can just cancel everything and not expect to get hit with fees. That's money we won't be getting back. It would be wasteful not to go.
Also, what are you going to do about the boarding pass? It's not like they're just going to let your mother on with a ticket that has my name on it.
I'll just have it changed to her name.
Normally, you shouldn't be able to do that.
What? I'm paying for it. Why won't they let me do at least that?
Remember, I booked everything. And I'm not helping Kathy go on my trip. I'll just cancel my ticket and that'll send her onto the waiting list.
Hey, stop that! We're going to be boarding soon. You can't just send her to the waiting list. She'll never get in.
Then you can either go by yourself or give up on going.
Fine, I'll come home then. But the divorce is off the table. Let us two work together to figure out Mother's debt.
Yeah, good luck on that, you two.
Don't say that. I need you. I don't know how I'll be able to live without you.
No, you don't want me. You want your mama.
It's not like that. You are the one I love, Mia.
Sure, that comes across as very heartfelt, Tom.
It's true. I'll prove it by coming straight home to you. Please let me off without a divorce.
After that, Tom decided to cancel the trip and return home. Kathy was mad at him for the sudden cancellation, but Tom fired back at her, grilling her about her debt. They broke out into a heated argument in the middle of the airport. When things started to get physical, security jumped in and separated the two. When the disheveled Tom got home, I told him that I was still going to divorce him, and he broke into tears, begging me not to. It was way too late for that. After I finished staging the house, I went to stay at a close friend's place. There, I filed for divorce and arranged to have the house put on the market. Tom moved into his mother's apartment, but after only 2 months, the two had trashed the place so badly that the landlord had evicted them. From there, the two had nowhere to go, so they showed up at my office to cause trouble, but were again escorted out of the premises by the police. It was a tiring ordeal, and now, more than ever, I need some R&R. So while Hawaii might be off the list for now, I think I'll still head on a little trip somewhere. I had wasted enough time with Tom, and those were years that I could have spent traveling. It looks like I've got some catching up to do. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. See you in the next one.